Are you tired of cat hair clinging to everything you own? The WISESKY WCAT Air Purifier is here to save the day. Unlike others, the WCAT lets you see exactly how much fur it traps with a 360-degree visual inlet. Plus, the pre-filter efficiently sucks in hair and is disposable for easy cleaning. Safety is also a priority because the WCAT uses a split-braided power cable that's not easily chewed by cats, but keep in mind the WCAT goes beyond just hair. It uses UVC technology to kill germs and freshens the air with healthy anions. Plus, the HEPA filter removes dust, dander, and odors for a truly clean home. If you happen to have a cat, you know the struggle of just having cat hair clinging to everything, whether it's clothes, furniture, and I just can't count how many times I pulled cat hair out of my mouth while I'm trying to enjoy a nice dinner. So in order to combat what is increasingly annoying, especially right now when my cat's trying to shed her winter coat, WISESKY has the all-new WCAT Air Purifier that's made specifically to combat pet hair, but it also cleans your air at the same time. Now we do have a very nice looking box here, nice cat right here looking oh so cute and cuddly. This will work well in extra large rooms as it can clean up to 1,644 square feet of air within an hour, which is fantastic. Let's get inside the box and take a look at what we got with the WCAT Air Purifier. Inside the box, we have a user manual, the braided power cable that any pet owner is going to appreciate, and of course the WCAT Air Purifier itself, which has a very nice design and is a great size. Now remember, although this can clean the air in a large room up to about 1,600 square feet in size in about an hour, as far as cat hair floating through the air and getting sucked into this thing, that ranges more about 335 square feet, which is still substantial. So obviously it's best to place this in the area where your cat typically hangs around, and where you find hair everywhere. Now, one of my favorite features about this specific purifier, given that it is pet focused for cat hair and whatnot, we do have this 360-degree visual inlet so you can actually see how much cat hair is being trapped inside at a quick glance just by looking through the grill. And of course, as you can see, we do have these metal bars here so that way the cat can't get inside and claw it up or anything. Now taking a look over here, we do have the control panel, which has a few different options. As you can see, we do have our LED indicators, we have our power on and off button, a UV on and off button, a Wi-Fi status indicator, a child lock and filter reset button, a switch to turn the lights on and off, as well as the anion button. Down on the bottom, we of course have our power port. Over here on the back, we also do have our air quality sensor to detect PM 2.5 and TOVC levels. Coming up toward the top, this vent right here is where the air is going to be pushing out. So as you can see, air is going to come in down here, go through the pre-filter, which is going to trap and lock hair and debris, go through the secondary HEPA filter, which is going to trap and lock little particles as small as 0.1 microns in size, and then shoot the clean air out the top. So now as far as getting the WCAT Air Purifier set up and ready for use, we do have a couple of buttons on each side, push and push. We're going to push both of them in to remove the top, just like so. We're going to take out our filters and make sure we remove the plastic that's covering it up. So like I alluded to before, we do have our pre-filter over here on the outside, which as you can see is easily removable and replaceable. I'm not going to remove this one because once you remove it, you can't put it back on, but as you can see, it's a very simple process. Now taking a look at the main filter, it's actually a 2-in-1 filter with the HEPA filter on the outside and the activated carbon filter on the inside. Now of course the HEPA filter on the outside is going to trap and lock 99.97% of allergens and particles as small as 0.1 microns, but the activated carbon filter on the inside is going to do a great job of absorbing odors to produce some nice, clean, breathable air. And once we have the plastic removed from the filter, we can easily place it back inside, put the top piece back on, and lock it into place. Just like that, we're ready to go. And of course, up here at the top, we do have this specially made perch so the cat can actually jump on top, sit up here, hang out, and do whatever they want. Now I got the all-important braided cable attached to some power so we can get this thing powered on and test it out and get it set up. So now I'm gonna press the power button on the back, get it powered on. It turned on, the Wi-Fi LED light is flashing, so it's ready to pair up with our smartphone app. Once we go inside our smartphone app, we can see that it automatically got discovered by the app, so we're gonna tap on add. We're gonna input the information for our 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network, and we're gonna wait a few seconds for it to get added to our account. And as you can see, a few seconds later, we have it added up, and we can actually edit the title if we want to, and assign it to a different room. We're gonna tap on done, and just like that, we are inside of the app, and we can control everything, whether we're at home or away. So right here, the first thing I'm noticing is we do have a very clean UI as far as controlling the WCAT Air Purifier. It's very pleasant to look at, it looks easy to use. As you can see right here at the top, we do see our levels for PM 2.5 is at 1, and our TVOC is good, so our air quality is fine right now. Then smack dab right here in the middle, we do have the fan speed. By default, it's on 3, and we can actually ramp it up higher if we want to, whether we want it all the way up, want it somewhere in the middle, or we can bring it all the way down to a 1. to make it extra quiet and not have so much suction. Then right underneath of that, we do have our all-important switches. We have our power switch, so we can turn it off, just like that, or turn it back on. We have our lights button, so we can turn the lights on. And as you can see, we have a very subtle glow at the top, which looks very nice without being too bright. Nice and subtle. We also have a child lock button to disable all the touch controls, so cats or children can't activate anything on the unit. And then of course we also have our anion and UVC toggle, so we can turn that on if you want to kill germs and freshen the air with anions. And then of course at the bottom we do have our current filter status. So as you can see, we have 100% remaining and an easy button if you want to get a new filter. So as you saw, the app was very nice, but before we go get this set up in an actual spot in my house, I'm gonna actually put it to the test with some of this cat hair. Let's just drop it down. And as you can see, it sucked it right up, just like that. So as you can see, I got the WISESKY WCAT air purifier set up in my home. I'm gonna leave it here for a couple of weeks and come back and check on it to see how well it actually traps and locks cat hair. All right, so I've been using the WISESKY WCAT air purifier in my house for a couple of weeks now, and it's time to get down to the brass tacks, the moment of truth, to see how much of Sparkle's cat hair has been caught up inside of this filter here, keeping it off of everything around my house. Now remember, keep in mind, although it is sucking up cat hair that is airborne, once it actually hits something like a couch or clothes and sticks to that, it's not gonna magically suck it off of there. It's gonna be stuck on there. So, you know, keep your expectations realistic, because it's only gonna be able to get stuff that's in the air. If she happens to walk by, hair's flying around in the sky, it's gonna suck it in and get the job done that way. So without further ado, we're gonna pop the top off here, take out the filter, and see how much cat hair we actually have in here. All right, let's turn it off. Press the two buttons on the side, lift off the top, pull out the filter, and okay. Okay, we actually do have quite a bit of hair and, I mean, just dander and dust and all that stuff just getting on here, so that's pretty crazy. That's pretty disgusting. This would normally be on my clothes or my couch. Now, like I said, these external sheets are removable. You can easily peel them off and replace them with another one once they are coated and filled up with hair. But as you can see, there is still quite a bit of free space in here, so I can still use it for a bit longer without replacing it, because, you know, obviously don't want to put it to waste. I want to make sure I use it to its full extent and full power. But then remember, other than trapping and locking pet hair and dander, this also does trap and lock odors, dust, all that stuff. So that's great as well, because we do have the extra filter inside right underneath, right there. Very, very nice. So basically we're trapping and locking the big stuff right here on the pre-filter, and then the little particles once it goes through there inside on the HEPA filter. Then of course we put it back into place, place the top back on, lock it into place, and we can power it back on, get it powered up as fast as we want the fan to go, and we're ready to go. Now, one thing that you can see right up here, this is actually really cool. So when we adjust the fan speed, you can see we're on low, medium, high, and then like max turbo mode right here. It lights up a different amount of the LED ring depending on how fast the speed is, which is very cool. And then as you can see right now, it turned yellow because after a few seconds of adjusting the speed that you want, it actually changes the light based on what the air quality is in the current room. And as it cleans it, it adjusts the color as well. So once this turns green, we know the air is clear, but right now it's yellow, so it's a bit moderate. And as you can see now, the light is blue. Let me turn down the fan a bit so it's not too loud. And overall, it's a very nice design, very small, compact. Love the top perch right here, which to be fair is for the cat to jump on, but you could also use it as a bit of a side table. For example, if you have your TV remote, you can just set it on here so you always know where it is. You know, use your stuff wisely. But like I said, the air purifier is very easy to use, very compact, has a nice design, and a very functional app that you can control from anywhere around the world as long as you have an internet connection. Overall, very nice air purifier, especially for pet owners.